Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late February, early March 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fantastic, my friends. Let's shuffle it up and see what we got, my gods. Talk to me. What's up with Taurus? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Let's get it going here. What's up with Taurus, please? Let's go. Nice and quick. All right, that card popped out super quick, and we do have this Alchemist, which I find interesting because this is a card that I linked to Virgo, and in the Virgo reading, I saw a card that I linked to Taurus right in the very beginning. So I like this little yin-yang action we got going on here. Very focused energy. Now, before we fully dive into that and peel back the layers, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo, have a look at this card. He does show up from time to time. I like to call this the Alchemist, very hermit-like vibes to me. So this can represent big interest in spirituality. This can be an introspective, withdrawn, pulled back type of energy, of course. But when I see the imagery on this card, there's focus here. Notice that he is looking at his creation that's in his hand. So for some of you, it could be about manifesting, focusing on what you want to do, what you want to create. But there could also be someone that's focused on you here when we have this card. So there is something about who and what or where you're putting your energy when this card shows up, but it's also spiritual and powerful and connected. So some of you in this time, like, you could be really looking within about certain things as well, like doing some soul searching. A lot of stuff showing up here right in the front, but let's get into tarot now. I always say that doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Okay, but a lot of energy moving through already. Let's get you 3 of these in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. Let's get a good shuffle for the Taurus collective, please. Because you've been having some interesting readings the past few weeks, my friends. So, speaking of past readings, last week's was titled simply A Big Mistake. So whether that was you trying to avoid mishaps, avoid mistakes, it was lingering in the energy that maybe there was someone you're connected to that made a mistake or a mishap. Hopefully none of that happened though, right? Let's get you 3 this week. We're going to hope for some optimism and positivity. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. As I always say, energies are very fluid. They're never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. Thank you. All right, we're starting with a beautiful energy here, Taurus. We have the 10 of Cups in position number 1. I will try my best not to get too excited about that so far, but I love when we lead off with that. And what makes me even happier is I've seen this card in other earth signs this week, which is showing me a bit of a theme so far. Queen of Cups. So we're doubling down on the cup energy, the water energy, this beautiful emotional connectedness. Let's get one more out here. Lovely. This energy feels really soft and nice. Page of Cups. Oh, man. And you have a bonus, too. Taurus, hopefully this is all change for the better and good things, because I'm feeling some real nice energies so far. Okay? Even if you're going through some tough times, Page of Cups on the back end. But you also have a bonus, which is the Wheel of Fortune, the 4-leaf clover, the tarot deck. Big Jupiter energy. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the intuitive stuff flowing, because we're going to want to do that. So at first glance, like I said, straight across the board, we have all cup energy. Cups in tarot, they represent emotions, feelings, the inner world. They can also represent the dreamland or psychic things as well. It's just very deep, and it could even be romantic. But we're seeing tons of water here, which I like. Loving that Wheel of Fortune too. But in position number 1, we have the 10 of Cups. This is the card of wish fulfillment, prototypical happy endings, a completion, a good one. Okay, it's an ending, but not a bad one. So we think of emotional fulfillment, having all that you want and need. Aside from that, this card can also represent the household. So you might be very focused on your house, whether it's redecorating, maybe you're moving, or there is something linked to the house or family with this card as well. But it's good, it's happy, it's everything. You see the imagery there, and it's a gorgeous energy emanating off these cards right now. I will say that. Now, as we press forward through the reading, we have 2 court cards back to back. You might be connected to a water sign or multiple here, but the Queen of Cups in the center. There is something we need to watch out with her, and I'll talk about that momentarily. But when we see the Queen of Cups, this is very powerful feelings. She feels something extremely deep on the inside, and she might not be verbalizing it. She might not be saying that. Aside from that, she is a card of love, of romance, of deep interconnected feelings. So I really like this Queen of Cups. She can be artistic and a good shoulder to lean on, right? Like with all this emotion, you might need to do some venting, or someone might want to lean on you for support. But I like her. The only thing we need to watch out for with Queen of Cups energy is somebody bottling something up for so long that eventually it overflows or erupts. Not getting those vibes just yet, but this is a powerful energy. Talk about love on the back end. We got the Page of Cups right here. I love this. Now, this could represent age differences. It could represent people that are younger than us. I always say all pages are messengers. They're communicators. They're also students. So any new endeavors could be really favored in this time. The Page of Cups is more about emotional offerings, like having those conversations, letting how you feel be known, or vice versa. So this could be messages or talks showing up here. So I like this Page of Cups. It's a little different than the Queen, right? Because like I said, the Queen feels something. She's not quite saying it. The Page is totally different, right? This page is saying how they feel. So we have this interesting back and forth happening here energetically. Moving to your bonus, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Love it. Like I was saying, this is the good luck charm 4-leaf clover of the tarot. Jupiter energy. So this is extremely lucky. Whenever I see this card, I do say, hey, you might want to play the lottery or do a couple scratch offs or something like that. Obviously, you don't have to. But this can also be a karmic card that could represent the karmic cycles of life, beginnings, endings, transformations, or just karma in general. But in an energy that we're seeing here, this could be karmic rewards even, or somebody catching a dose of karma that they deserve, what they put out there. It is a cyclical card. So when I see it with all this water, some of you might be turning some sort of new page or turning over a new leaf in life. But I'm loving this energy, Taurus. Let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here. So much emotional connection in this spread. Let's see what we got for Taurus, please. Which is nice because, like, for the past few weeks, you've been getting some energies that were a little challenging, right? So let's see what we have. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 10 of Cups. And if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it down below. I don't mind at all. All right, 10 of Cups. What's all this cup energy about? Thank you. 9 of Pentacles. Lovely. And this is another card that I've been seeing in the earth signs. This just, once again, very similar to the Virgo reading, that a lot of you could be very focused not only on your happiness with the 9 of Pentacles, but that of those around you. Some of you in this time could be very urged to improve the conditions of yourself and those that you care about. That could be part of your mission with this. Or if that's not how you're feeling, or that's not what you're focused on, there could be somebody that is very much focused on your happiness as well. So I'm liking this. And the 9 of Pentacles is very firm. It's very abundant. It's overflowing, beautiful energy here. So when I see it with what I've been feeling already and the Wheel of Fortune and all this stuff, this is wish fulfillment energy. A lot of you could have massive wins and victories of different kinds coming in here. This one particularly monetarily, when we have this 9 of Pentacles. So this is a beautiful way to start. I hope this energy still plays throughout the whole entire reading, because we have the water-earth mixture showing up here now, which is extremely abundant, blessings, fruitful. Let's move in on that Queen of Cups. Now, the 9 of Pentacles could be a card of independence, but like I said, it's your happiness and others, those that you care about. This is really beautiful. So let's go in on that Queen of Cups. Totally different reading than last week. It was like night and day. Okay. And this is fine too. There might be something you're going through that you want to keep to yourself for the time being, and that's fine. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse under this Queen of Cups. If that's not you, that could be someone you care about or you have a deep emotional connection with, and there's something they're feeling or there's something they want to say and they don't want to share it for whatever reason with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. But once again, this water-earth combination, the fruitful abundance, I don't feel like this is a deal breaker or a terrible energy. And you don't have to be an open book to the whole world. If there is something you've been through that's difficult recently, it's okay to keep it to yourself and process it and work with it however you need to. Okay, you don't need to tell everybody out there what's going on. Only if you feel like you need to share. Now, usually this is a card that's equal and balanced, so maybe some of you, yeah, even though there's good energy here, might be a bit of an emotional, tumultuous time where you're up and down a little bit. It's all good. But there could be something that I don't want to say it's like a secret, but because I don't want to vilify this energy because it doesn't feel bad or sneaky. It's just something that somebody doesn't want to talk about, whether it's history or something you're currently going through. Let's go in on that Page of Cups. We'll go in on that Page of Cups. Then we'll do a recap before we get into the shadow card. Overall, I'm still loving this energy. It, once again, wins, victories, blessings, beautiful. So I would claim these energies for sure, but let's see what's up with that page. Very exciting. I mean, something you've been waiting for could come through. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the upright underneath this Page of Cups. Like, your patience could be rewarded here. And once again, it's such a beautiful thing reading tarot because of how the elements play with each other. I'm going to state it again because it's happened in every single alignment. Water, earth, water, earth, water, earth. It's kind of like that cyclical nature. So we have this beautiful abundance forming, these beautiful blessings forming. If you've been waiting for something for a while, waiting to hear back or waiting for this, waiting for that, your patience could be rewarded in this time. Yes, this is also a karmic card. So I could say with the Page of Cups and this next to the wheel, this could be some sort of karmic blessing coming in or a cycle closing, but for the better. But overall, with all these pentacles, like, there's so much energy of blessings and rewards and just beauty here. Taurus, like, even if you've been going through a tough time recently, I would keep your head up because this is really nice. And even what we had going on here in the middle doesn't feel treacherous or bad in any kind of way. If you've been waiting for something, it could come in. Let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, beautiful flow of energy front to back. Even if you look up these cards, you'll see what I mean. But in position number one, we have the Ten of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. A little different, but also the same. Wish fulfillment, abundance, very sturdy. Caring for oneself, caring for one's family, or that they care about. For a portion of you might want to start a family, whatever that could be, because we do have a fertility card here as well. But this is just beautiful energy, just loving and caring all around. Moving to the center, we have the Queen of Cups with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. There might be something you've gone through recently or something from your past that you don't want to speak about quite yet, or you don't want to tell somebody, and that's okay. All right, we don't have to be an open book to everybody. This could also be someone you're connected to that there is something that they're just not quite sharing for the time being. Eventually, they probably will, though. Moving to the very back end, we have the Page of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Patience being rewarded, something coming in after a time of waiting or a time of trial. That's how it feels to me. Now, of course, this could represent karmic rewards from spirit, blessings, just the way all this energy overflows. It's extremely exciting for me to read this, and I would claim this whole thing if I were you. But let's get into the shadow card real quick. Such a beautiful reading, and I'm happy to see it, especially after recent weeks, Taurus. You guys deserve good readings like this. Let's get you one shadow card. Same goes if you're cross-watching, right? Like, this could be good. If you're connected to the Taurus, you're cross-watching. This could be representative of your world with that Taurus or improvements in that realm. Let's get you one shadow card. Thank you. All right, we do have the Queen of Swords, another court card showing up in the shadows. This card can be cold. This could represent an air sign. For a portion of you, you might have some history with an air sign with the Queen of Swords. She also could represent older women, older feminine figures in your life. But I always say when the Queen of Swords shows up, she could be a bit cold. She's harsh, straightforward, to the point. No nonsense, no BS, and that's okay. But remember, we're looking at the shadow side of her. Okay, this could be a person you're linked to that is very strategic, very calculated, extremely plan-based when she shows up. So if that fits the bill of someone you're connected to, Spirit wants you to pay attention to what they're doing. And I don't want to pile on after such a good reading, but the Queen of Swords could also be somebody that has gone cold. So although we have these beautiful energies, Spirit could be asking you like, hey, I know you might have been going through this or that or this. Just try not to lose your emotional base. Don't be cold and don't be too shrill towards people, because that could be a warning about just being too harsh. So watch out for that Queen of Swords energy. But Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for February, I've decided to run it back. Once again, we're doing 2 copies of the most adorable deck in all the land, the Smith Tiny Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments which card from this week's reading you thought was most adorable. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of February, the winners will be in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.